Hi, I'm Nikki from Teaching Autism and welcome to the Autism and Special Education Community Podcast. Are you an autism or special education professional? Are you a teacher or therapist looking for support and new ideas? You may even be a parent, family member or carer. This podcast is perfect to help you find out more information, support and get some of your questions answered. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode on my Teaching Autism and Special Education Community Podcast. Recently, over on my Instagram, loads of you have been reaching out asking what my secret tips are for resource prep. And I don't know about you, but in this field, I definitely feel like I'm always busy prepping resources. Maybe they're for new activities, maybe they're replacing items that have gotten damaged or lost, like that time when a student flushed all of his PEC symbols down the toilet in front of us and we had to replace all those symbols. This is real life. And to avoid resource prepping taking over your life, I'm going to share my best resource prep tips with you today. And these are tips that I've picked up over the 10 years that have made my life so much easier, along with some hard lessons I've had to learn. Tip number 1 is to always work in batches. So I love to batch everything. If I have 10 resources I need to prep for my students, I'll print them all at once, laminate them all at once, then cut them all at once, then Velcro them all at once. It saves me going back and forth. Just make sure that you keep all of those resources together so nothing gets mixed up or goes missing. Tip number 2 is delegate. If you have a team you can delegate to, number 1 just got so much easier, especially if you have staff days and your students are off school. You can have one member of staff in charge of printing and fetching items from the printer. Another member of staff can be in charge of laminating. Another member of staff can be in charge of cutting. Literally have it set up like a little factory. Just be sure again to keep all those pieces for the activities together. So we will put each activity in a little plastic folder and these are what get passed on. So no pieces go missing or get mixed up. Tip number 3 is stop, cut, laminate, cut in. I used to be a huge believer in cut, laminate, cut. Nobody could tell me any different. This is what I do. Cut, laminate, cut. And even though it takes so much extra time, I believed it was worth it. Until I saw Stephanie from Mrs. D's Corner do an experiment. And she tracked the whole thing on her Instagram. Just check out her story highlights Mrs. D's Corner on Instagram under experiment. I'll also link in the show notes. And do you know what that experiment showed? It doesn't matter if you cut beforehand or not. The end result is the same. Do you know how much time I have now saved by just print, laminate, cut in rather than print, cut, laminate, cut? So much time. I wish someone had done this experiment years ago, but thank you, Stephanie, for saving me all that extra time. Tip number 4 is to have separate scissors. No joke. Have separate scissors if you're cutting Velcro, because as much as I love Velcro, it destroys scissors. I feel like we're always soaking and cleaning our Velcro scissors. So just make sure to have specific scissors, one for Velcro and one for normal cutting. Tip number 5 is to invest in a personal laminator. But don't feel pressured into buying an all bells and whistles laminator. My best ever laminator cost me less than $5 and it lasted me over 4 years. And I may have almost cried when it finally died because it was like that trusty friend I could always rely on. My newest one cost me a little bit more, but it's still going perfectly and price isn't always everything. Just be sure to look at the reviews of laminators when you buy them. And tip number 6, if you're lucky enough to have a laminator that fits larger pages, laminate 2 pages at once. So much quicker. Tip number 7 is Velcro. I love Velcro. I don't think I could even function without Velcro. You'll even see it in my fabulous new Instagram profile picture that a very talented lady designed for me. Now, people will often ask me, which Velcro do I buy? Is it the dots? Is it the reels? The truth is I buy both, but I always only buy white. I use the Velcro dots the most because they're so quick and easy to get onto the back of pieces, and you can also get them in a range of sizes, which is so helpful for different resources. But I'll also use the reels for when I need larger pieces of Velcro, like sentence strips. And before you ask, I always put hard stays, soft moves. Tip number 8 is to prep in advance. I'm always prepping resources well in advance, and by this I mean we literally work at least a month in hand. So in December or January, I'm prepping Valentine's Day stuff. This takes the pressure off us for trying to get things done super quick last minute, and also to avoid having to quickly put together things like PEC symbols and schedule symbols that have gone missing, or in my case, disappeared down a toilet. So always have backups. We have craft storage boxes where we store all of our symbols, and if there's a year when we have 7 students, I will print 14 of every symbol at the start of the year, and after Christmas I generally print another set of these as well. That way we always have spares available because you never know when you might need them. Tip number 9 is get a binding machine. I love my binder machine. Before, I would put all of my adapted books in ring binders, and this was okay, but it took up so much room. It was a nightmare trying to get hold of the school binding machine because everyone wanted to use it. So I managed to grab a super affordable one on Amazon, and I started to bind all of the adapted books at home, and it was a game changer. And finally, tip number 10 is, do you not have any time to create resources? Because let's face it, life is hard. We are juggling 500 different balls every day in our classroom. Then you want us to try and create resources as well? Don't worry, I've got you. Let me help you out. Let me create the resources for you, so you just need to print them off. And in the show notes, I'm going to link you to my Teachers Pay Teachers store, my online shop on my website, along with my monthly VIP membership. That VIP membership, you'll get a bunch of resources and lesson plans every month, and you get a 3-day free trial. Who doesn't like free resources? Head on over, check those out. You can also get a free Common Strategies adapted book from me, and I'm going to link that there for you as well. So those are my 10 best tips to make resource prep easier and quicker for you. If you have any tips to share, head over to the show notes, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to head on over there and grab all those great resources. Thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you again soon.